we are ready to get started. It is good to see everybody this afternoon, this morning, depending on where you're at and what time zone you're in. So thank you for being a part of today's training and today's webinar. We're going to continue our training from last week and talk about the beacons and what you have to do to get out and sell the beacons and what the arena is like. So let me make sure everybody can see my screen. And you should be able to. There is a chat box there. You're welcome to chat. If you have a question, please ask the questions. And let's go ahead and get started. Today, we're going to talk about the presentation, the actual presentation of going out and making the sale, making and closing the deal, talking to the customers, going out and introducing yourself in the field and what that's like and how you grow that business and how you stop yourself from being just another salesman that's walking in the person's business. Everybody has different sales techniques. So I'm not telling you that everything I'm going to tell you is like perfect. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to work for everybody because we're all just a little bit different. But I do know that if you walk into a business, especially a brick and mortar business that sees probably 100 salespeople a week, being salesy is a surefire way to end the deal before you get started. One thing that I like to do, and I've done this for a long time, before I even start going out doing presentations, I'll take a week or two and just go out and introduce myself. Now, let me tell you what that does for you. First off, you've taken the sales completely out of it. But that opens a lot of doors because when you're introducing yourself and you're telling people about yourself, they want to hear a little bit more about your product, right? Because you're out there talking about your notification marketing and bringing proximity marketing to the area and using these different technologies to go out and sell and show and teaching them how to reach out to new customers and bring back old customers. And so you're just telling them a little bit about yourself. You did not walk in the door to sell anything. Usually during that presentation, my phone is in my pocket. My beacon is in my pocket. I don't even pull anything out. It is simply an introduction so that I can set appointments, especially when you're starting out in this business or any business. It's just a way to go out and start setting appointments, setting up times. They get to know you, you get to know them, hey, how long you been in business? I've been in business here for 10 years. That's awesome. How's sales going today? How's your business going today? And one of my big lead-ins has always been is how's business? And so with that, it keeps it very, very, very simple. Hey, how's business going today? Man, it's going great. I could always use more. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I talk to a lot of business owners and meet a lot of business owners around here that tell me the same thing, that it seems like the market is kind of moved to the other end of town. What do you attribute that to? So now I'm not selling him anything. I'm just getting to know him, getting to know his business, starting to learn and understand his business and getting to know him. And I do that with every person I go out and meet the first time. Now, that creates a lot of sales. Now, after I've been out in the marketplace and people get to know me, and when I walk in the door, they know what I'm there for. It's no secret. I'm going in and I'm going straight into what I call my elevator pitch. Hey, let's see, I see David there. Hey, David, I just want to come in and see if you thought about any more about what we talked about. I told you what I do in the area and I have these products here, and I just like to take 2 minutes of your time to show you exactly how it works. And those are for the people that didn't stop you in the middle of everything you were talking about before and say, hey, could you show me that now? And you're going to go out and you think, well, Carrie, I've got to go out and make sales. I've got to make money. I've got to make this happen. And absolutely you do. And I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to go out and make money. But going out and being salesy, they're going to shut the door in your face, because they've already had, a dozen people just like you in there sharing the same product, and that's all they know. It's a product, but they don't know the story behind the product. And so when you're out introducing yourself, you're introducing the story behind the product. You're introducing everything behind the product. Keep your tools simple. In this business, you don't need a big toolbox, okay? All you need is a pocket, a phone, and a beacon. That's the only three things you need. A pocket, a phone, and a beacon. If you have those three things, then you can go out today and you can start selling today. You can start demonstrating today, and you can start showing that product. These are our products right here. We have a custom business card. We have the E2 beacon, and we have the keychain beacon. These three products right here combined, okay, are used to do one thing: create long-term sales. We talked about that last week. What you want to do is go out and you want to introduce a product to the market. You want to introduce something that is long-term, that has longevity to it. Proximity marketing has longevity to it. Mobile marketing has longevity to it. Everything has longevity to it. And so every product we have has longevity to it. So you want to make sure that as you're talking to your customers and you're explaining this to your customers, the long-term effects of what you're about to share with them. So keep it simple and keep your presentation to the point. You don't want to go out there and you don't want to talk about something that you don't have, okay? You don't want to talk about products to come. They don't care about that. They want to see the products that you have in your hand right now, because that's what you're not selling tomorrow. You're selling today. And those products to come, those are your upsells. Those are the things that are going to happen, and they're going to come, and you're going to be able to go back in and keep that customer long-term, because you're going to create that long-term relationship with them. But keep your presentation to the point. Exactly what you're selling. Do not sell beacons. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, well, Kerry, that's the dumbest thing you could say. Why in the world would I not want to go in and sell beacons? I mean, that's what I got in my hand. No, the plastic container that has the microchip in it is the beacon. You're selling the benefits of the beacon. You want to sell and share with them and show them what the beacon is all about. You want to sell the benefits of the beacon. You want to sell the benefits of the marketing that the beacon creates. That's extremely important. Once you figure that out, once you learn that, once you start using that and staying with that formula, I will guarantee you, okay, number one, it works. Number two, it's working every single day. And if you go out and share with them the marketing aspect, a lot of people are selling beacons, okay? And I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful that people sell beacons, because nobody has a clue what they are. All they do is walk in and sell them pie in the sky, a piece of plastic with a microchip in it, okay? But they have no clue what the benefits of that is. So you have to sell the benefits. Number one, sales, okay? Sales is extremely important. Customer acquisition. Customer acquisition is extremely costly. Customer acquisition is the number one cost of any business, more so than their monthly rent on the building that they're in, more so than the product that they're sitting in their store, because without customer acquisition, you don't move anything, okay? So you have a chance to reach out and acquire customers for your clients in a different way than anyone else. Repeat customers, okay? Repeat customers is key to life. Bringing customers back in over and over and over again, making sure that that business stays in business so they can do two things: that they grow and you can continue to help them with their marketing. And ROI. ROI is a anonym that you need to understand. ROI, return on investment, ROI. Okay, you need to understand that. You need to know what it is. Return on investment is taking a product or a tool and walking into a place, and that person has a positive return on the money it cost for him, okay, to purchase that product, to use that product every month. If it's a positive ROI, then you're going to keep that customer for a long time. If it's a negative ROI, you're not going to keep that customer very long. The majority of time you have a negative ROI, return on investment, is because, not the product, because of the person that introduced it to you. They don't follow up. They don't help you understand. They don't help you put it in place where it needs to go. They don't help you with any of those things. So making sure that you have a positive ROI is extremely important. Let's talk about sales. Moving product is the number one reason anybody is in business. Is anybody on here in business right now? 3 people, 4, 5, 6 people. Okay. So you're in business for yourself right now. You understand that the product that is on your floor, the product that is on your shelf or in your online store or wherever it's at is extremely important. You understand that that is there for one reason, to bring cash flow into your business, and to make sure that that cash flow stays positive and that there's enough money. There's always a break even in any business, and they have to make sure that enough product is sold to get past the break even and to make sure that everything happens. Customer acquisition, we talked about this just a few minutes ago. Acquiring a new customer is extremely expensive. With proximity marketing, you can greatly reduce the cost in today's market for customer acquisition. How do you do that? Because this product markets for you 24/7, 365. Hang on just one second. Someone is asking a question here. How to get on the training. Okay. Told them just to log in there. But customer acquisition is extremely expensive. Acquiring new customers is expensive. With proximity marketing, you can greatly reduce that cost. Those beacons, okay, that proximity marketing system is literally reaching out 24 hours a day, 365. So if I'm walking in front of a store and it says, hey, check your notifications, and I check my notifications, and I've never been in that store before, and I see the sales that are going on, I see the markdown cards, I see the advertisements that's being transmitted via those beacons, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to come back to that store when it's open. And the only thing it cost me was a sign in the window and that little beacon that's transmitting that signal, reaching out to those customers. Okay. So very, very simple. Very, very simple. Repeat customers. There is no better way, okay, no better way to reach out to customers and gain repeat customers than through advertising. Advertising what? Advertising coupons. With proximity marketing, you can do special advertising. And we're going to talk about that next week. Special advertising, where it's what we call beacon only specials. Proximity marketing specials that only people that know about it and understand it will come in and reap the rewards from those sales. It's a great way to market. We're going to go deep, deep, deep into this next week. So make sure you're here next week. We're going to talk about bringing customers back, okay, using proximity marketing and using that tool specifically to increase your footfall into that store week after week after week. And return on investment. Return on investment is extremely important. Return on investment, if your customers do not have a positive return, they will not stay with you. You have to have a positive return. You have to have a positive return in order to stay in business, and you have to have a positive return in order to continue to market. That's just the way it is. If you don't have a positive return, what's going to happen? The business is going to shut down. You're going to lose a customer, and what you tried to accomplish with them did not work. Now, does it work for every single business? No, because the business owner does have to put something into it. The business owner has to be engaged. The business owner has to understand it. But that comes with education. They will have a positive return on investment if you educate them. That's just the way it works. If you educate them, then they will have a positive return on their investment. Next week, we're going to talk about the markdown cards. We're going to talk about creating ads. We're going to talk about setting up ads so that it will bring those customers back in. Next week's training is probably going to be about 30 to 40 minutes long. Today's training, we want to set the tone every week for the next week's training. Next week's going to be a little bit longer. So I just want to recap real quick. Sales, moving a product, that's what a business needs to do. That's what notification marketing will do for them. Customer acquisition, they spend a lot of money on customer acquisition. A lot of money on customer acquisition. So make sure that they're using that product to reach out to new customers 24/7 by ensuring they have a beacon up at the front of the store, transmitting their signal with some type of signage in the window that says, hey, check your notifications for our products. Repeat customers. This is where we're going to be next week. Okay. I'm not going to go a lot into this. Repeat customers. We're going to talk heavy about that next week. And return on investment. You have to create a positive return on investment for your clients. Any questions? Any questions at all? Anybody? Yes, the beacon's transmitting ad. That's what you're talking about, the repeat customers. Yes. Showing you how to use ads, showing you how to use discount coupons and those kind of things. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, you will find that when you're out talking to their customers, I mean, they're running coupons already. I'll give you a great lead source. Go out and pick up any penny saver or any newspaper or anything like that. Okay, what I call the old time marketing systems. Go out and pick one of those up because people are still advertising in those. People do still read the newspaper. People do get the newspaper at home. I love to sit down and read the newspaper, even though I read a lot of the news online. But if people are advertising in those places, those are customers that are spending money. They understand the ad dollar, and you need to be out talking to them. Especially in the little penny savers and things like that. Those ads are not cheap. They're spending probably 10 times what you can what you're going to come in and do for pennies on the dollar. Yes, absolutely. Great idea. Yeah. I mean, literally go out every week and just check off and make you a list of the people, and that's who you need to contact. If you want a lead source, it's a great way to get a lead source. Anybody else? Thank you. No, thank you. All right. Well, that's going to end training for today. I know it was short to the point, but we don't want to keep you. It's lunchtime. A lot of people are taking off at lunch to come watch these trainings. We will be a little bit longer next week, probably about 35 to 40 minutes when we go in and start talking about bringing customers back using coupons. I'm actually going to set up some cards for you and show you how to do that. Everybody have a great week. God bless, and we will see you on next Tuesday's training.